Did the New York Giants dodge a major bullet? We're going to break that down on today's show. But first, if you want free videos, multiple videos on your New York Giants every single day, subscribe to the channel. And if you're a Knicks fan, go give my Knicks channel here at Chat Sports a subscription. We put out free videos every day as well. And it is a race to 80,000 subscribers. Which fan base is going to show up? You're watching Giants Now by Chat Sports. I am your host, Marshall Green. Appreciate everybody for stopping by as we react to one of the bigger news stories in the NFL today, as Matthew Stafford is dealing with an injury, and the New York Giants, they dodged a major bullet by not trading for him this offseason. And it really wasn't that the Giants chose not to trade for him. It's because of Matthew Stafford. He didn't want to be a Giant. So Matthew, I just want to say thank you. The news of the day, Matthew Stafford is dealing with an aggravated disc in his lower back. He has not participated in any organized team activities for the Los Angeles Rams this offseason. No minicamp, no OTAs, and now no training camp. Probably not going to play in the preseason as well. He received an epidural to help him deal with it. That's not going to fix it. And not good for them. And this probably isn't the biggest deal for the Los Angeles Rams, but if he was a New York Giant and he was dealing with a new offensive coordinator, a new head coach, a new team, and he didn't participate at all in the offseason, that would be really bad news. Look, full transparency, I was all aboard the trade for Matthew Stafford train. I was, and I don't really feel like I was wrong about it. Still one of the best quarterbacks in the National Football League when healthy. But if what is going on now in LA was going on with the Giants, it would not be good. The Giants kind of just got lucky that Matthew Stafford said, nope, I want to stay in LA. I want to continue to be a Ram. Because the Giants, they met all of the asking prices. I remember Rich Eisen on his show a couple of months ago when the deal for the extension that Stafford signed got done, that it was the Giants had come to a price that Matthew Stafford was willing to sign for to play there. And they came to the price and the wants of the Los Angeles Rams to get that deal done. They were willing to commit over $100 million to Matthew Stafford. They were willing to give up, reportedly, their second-round pick, which was at the top of the NFL draft. There was some talks maybe they were going to give up the third overall pick in the NFL draft. And I was cool with it. But where Marshall was wrong, and kind of glad I was wrong. We, you, me, Dupree, all of us, we would be in shambles if the Giants gave up premium draft capital and big-time money, over $100 million to sign Matthew Stafford and trade for him, and then he didn't participate in minicamp. He didn't participate in OTAs. He didn't participate in training camp. How is he supposed to learn the Brian Dable offense? How is he supposed to implement himself as a leader? How is he supposed to get on the same page with Malik Neighbors and this football team? It would have been bad news for the Giants. And look, I understand that Stafford is a better quarterback than Russell Wilson, but there's more layers to the story than that. This team would look a lot different with Matthew Stafford. And I'm not so sure it would look different in a good way. Because if you would have gave $100 million over the next two seasons of Matthew Stafford, there would have been a lot of moves that were made that would not have been made. And look, Stafford is better than Russ. I can agree to that. Is he 4 times the quarterback that Russell Wilson is? I'd probably say no, but we're going to find out this year. This is the cap hit that Matthew Stafford has for the Los Angeles Rams this year. That probably would have been closer to 50 because the Giants would have had to pay him more than the Rams were willing to try to pull him away from LA. And then you get Russell Wilson on an $11 million cap hit this year. That can raise a little bit if some incentives are met. We'll worry about that down the road. Got a couple more thoughts that I got to talk about on today's show and a Malik Neighbors injury update to get into. But first, this may be your last chance. Like, seriously, this shirt It's on sale. Was $40. Now it's $32. Go to this link, chatsports.com/Giants sale, and get your shirt and be ready to go for the preseason. I really do think that Russ and Neighbors are going to be special, and having Russell Wilson being here has been refreshing. And with Russ being here, this team, if you would have got Stafford, would have looked completely different. You could have said, nope, we're not getting Javon Holland. You're probably not getting Paulson Adebo as well. You're probably not getting Chauncey Golston as well. You're not going to have that second-round pick. So all of those things, and there might have been a world where Abdul Carter wouldn't have been a Giant as well, because you might have had to do a pick swap in the first round with the Los Angeles Rams. Like, this team would have looked a lot different, and I'm glad at this point the Giants did not make that trade. And I'll admit it, I am drunk off of the Russell Wilson Kool-Aid. But I really do believe that him and Malik Neighbors could be special. We've seen a Super Bowl winning quarterback go bounce around the NFL before, then get reunited or united with a young up-and-coming superstar receiver, and then take a team to the Super Bowl. Kurt Warner, Larry Fitzgerald, the Arizona Cardinals. I'm not saying Russell Wilson's going to lead the Giants to the Super Bowl, but I think this year is going to be the best year Russell Wilson has played football since he was a Seattle Seahawk, in large part because of Malik Neighbors. And that relationship that they are forming, it's awesome. It's fun to see. And I think it's going to produce great results on Sundays for the Giants this year. Neighbors said this today about Russell Wilson. His timing and arm angles are great. He puts the ball in the perfect spot. He also adds that the moon ball is fun to catch. Said this, he puts the ball in some crazy spots that I thought would never get to me. The moon ball, it's easy to catch. He puts it right in the basket. Malik Neighbors did not play with a quarterback last year where he said he puts the ball in spots that I didn't think was possible. And he played with 4 quarterbacks last year. Jones, DeVito, Locke, and Tim effing Boyle. Who the hell is Tim Boyle? If you know, you know. And he put up 1,200 yards. And now he's playing with a quarterback that's on his way to the Hall of Fame, and I believe re-energized, recharged, and on his way to bouncing back. So going to be cool to see how they work together this year. And my expectations, I don't know what they are, but they're a lot higher than the rest of the NFL when it comes to the Giants, Wilson, and Neighbors. Neighbors kind of got held out of practice a little bit today. Jordan on saying this. Malik Neighbors says he didn't finish practice Wednesday because it's part of the process that he has to follow. The Giants have a plan for him physically. Neighbors has dealt with a toe injury in the spring, caused him to miss all of OTAs and minicamp, and he left practice earlier in camp with a shoulder problem. And I have no problem with this. I'm cool with managing the workload. If you don't have Malik Neighbors out there on game days this year, you're going to be picking at the top of the draft again. And I don't need to see Malik Neighbors play in the preseason. I'd love to, selfishly, as a fan, but it's probably like the pros of him playing in the preseason do not outweigh the cons. And just make sure you're ready to go week 1. The last thing we need is a setback. The last thing we need is for you to hurt yourself or anything like that. Nothing you can gain is going to outweigh the negatives of playing in the preseason, especially for players like Andrew Thomas, Malik Neighbors, and Dexter Lawrence. You got to have those 3 guys on the football field this year. Speaking of the football field, the Giants are going to be on one this Saturday, playing against another team, another jersey, another helmet, and it's going to be a lot of fun. This Saturday, 1 p.m. Eastern Time, the Giants will take on the Buffalo Bills, and we will be live on the channel at noon Eastern Time doing our own preseason watch party. Going to get to watch some Jackson Dart. Going to see some Tommy Cutlets. We'll see some young players. Going to be a lot of fun. If you're going to join us for our watch party, give me a real one down in the comments section. And if you're not, follow me on social media. I'm on Twitter. I'm on Instagram, @MarshallGreen_.